Imagine waking up every morning feeling calm, focused, and ready to tackle whatever challenges come your way. What if I told you that this sense of inner peace and motivation isn't just a dream, but something you can cultivate through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism? Stoicism, an ancient philosophy practiced by emperors, thinkers, and everyday people, isn't about suppressing emotions or avoiding life's difficulties. Instead, it's about training your mind to respond to life's ups and downs with clarity, resilience, and purpose. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions and stress seem to be constant companions, Stoicism offers a powerful toolkit for staying grounded and motivated. It teaches us how to focus on what truly matters, let go of what we can't control, and find meaning even in the face of adversity. Whether you're dealing with a tough day at work, navigating personal challenges, or simply trying to stay motivated in your daily routine, Stoic practices can help you build the mental strength and focus you need to thrive. In this video, we'll explore 25 Stoic practices that you can start using today to transform your mindset and boost your motivation. These aren't just abstract ideas, they're practical, actionable steps that have stood the test of time, from the writings of Marcus Aurelius to the teachings of Epictetus. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap for applying Stoic principles to your daily life, helping you stay motivated, resilient, and focused on what truly matters. So, if you're ready to take control of your mindset and unlock a deeper sense of purpose, keep watching. These practices might just change the way you see the world and yourself. Let's dive in. Now that we've set the stage for how Stoicism can transform your mindset, let's begin with the first practice, morning reflection. This simple yet powerful habit is all about starting your day with intention and clarity. Think of it as a mental reset, a moment to ground yourself before the demands of the day take over. Morning reflection aligns perfectly with Stoic principles of mindfulness and self-awareness. The Stoics believed that how you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. By taking a few moments to reflect, you're not just reacting to life, you're actively shaping your mindset. This practice helps you focus on what truly matters, cultivating gratitude for what you have and setting clear intentions for what you want to achieve. So how do you do it? Start by finding a quiet space free from distractions. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then ask yourself two key questions. What am I grateful for today? And what do I want to focus on? These questions aren't just about listing things, they're about connecting with your values and priorities. For example, you might reflect on the people in your life, the opportunities you have, or even the simple joys of a new day. This practice isn't about perfection or spending hours in deep thought. Even 5 minutes can make a difference. The goal is to create a habit of pausing, reflecting, and aligning your actions with your values. Over time, this small daily ritual can help you build resilience, stay focused, and approach challenges with a calm, grounded mindset. As we move forward, keep in mind that morning reflection is just the beginning. It's the foundation for the other Stoic practices we'll explore, each building on the last to help you stay motivated and resilient. Next, we'll dive deeper into how journaling can amplify the power of morning reflection, offering practical techniques to make this practice even more impactful. Now that we've explored the power of morning reflection, let's take it a step further by diving into journaling techniques inspired by Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius. Journaling is more than just writing down your thoughts. It's a tool for self-discovery, clarity, and growth. The Stoics used writing as a way to process their emotions, reflect on their actions, and align their lives with their values. And the best part, you don't need to be a philosopher or a writer to benefit from this practice. One of the most effective journaling techniques is to use prompts that encourage deep reflection. For example, Marcus Aurelius often asked himself questions like, "What is the best way to live today?" or "What virtues do I want to embody?" These prompts aren't just about answering, they're about guiding your thoughts toward what truly matters. Try starting with a simple prompt like, "What am I grateful for today?" This helps you focus on the positives, even on challenging days. Another powerful technique is to reflect on your actions and decisions. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I do well today? And what could I improve? This isn't about self-criticism, it's about learning and growing. By regularly reviewing your actions, you can identify patterns, celebrate progress, and make adjustments where needed. You can also use journaling to practice negative visualization, a Stoic exercise we'll explore later. Write about what you would miss if it were taken away: your health, relationships, or even the comforts of daily life. This practice helps you appreciate what you have and prepares you to face challenges with resilience. The key to effective journaling is consistency. You don't need to write pages every day, even a few sentences can make a difference. The goal is to create a habit of reflection that helps you stay grounded, focused, and aligned with your values. Over time, this practice can transform your mindset, helping you approach life with greater clarity and purpose. As we continue, we'll explore how these journaling techniques can be combined with other Stoic practices to build a stronger, more resilient mindset. Next, we'll look at the concept of negative visualization and how it can help you prepare for life's challenges. Now that we've seen how journaling can help us reflect and grow, let's turn our attention to another powerful Stoic practice: negative visualization. This technique, known as premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, is about preparing your mind for life's uncertainties by imagining potential challenges or losses. At first glance, this might sound counterintuitive. Why would anyone want to think about what could go wrong? But the Stoics believed that by facing these possibilities head-on, we can reduce anxiety, build resilience, and appreciate what we have even more. Negative visualization isn't about dwelling on fear or pessimism. Instead, it's a tool to help you mentally rehearse for difficult situations so that you're better prepared to handle them if they arise. For example, imagine losing your job, facing a health issue, or experiencing a strained relationship. By visualizing these scenarios, you're not inviting them to happen. You're simply training your mind to stay calm and focused, no matter what life throws your way. So, how can you start practicing negative visualization? Begin by setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect on what you value most: your health, relationships, career, or even the simple comforts of life. Then ask yourself, what would I do if I lost this? Or how would I cope if things didn't go as planned? The goal isn't to dwell on the negative, but to develop a sense of gratitude for what you have and to prepare yourself emotionally for potential challenges. Another way to practice this is to think about the impermanence of life. The Stoics often reminded themselves that everything we have, our possessions, relationships, and even our own lives, is temporary. By acknowledging this, we can learn to cherish the present moment and approach life with a deeper sense of appreciation. Negative visualization also helps you build mental resilience. When you've already imagined a worst-case scenario, it loses some of its power to shock or overwhelm you. This doesn't mean you'll never feel fear or sadness. It means you'll be better equipped to face those emotions with clarity and strength. As we move forward, we'll explore how this practice can be applied in real-life situations, from work challenges to personal setbacks. But for now, take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you value deeply, and how would you respond if it were suddenly taken away? This simple exercise can be the first step toward building a more resilient and grounded mindset. Now that we've explored the concept of negative visualization, let's dive into how this powerful Stoic practice can be applied in real-life situations. Imagine you're at work facing a high-stakes project or a challenging presentation. Instead of letting anxiety take over, take a moment to visualize what could go wrong. What if the technology fails? What if you forget your key points? By mentally preparing for these possibilities, you're not only reducing the fear of the unknown, but also creating a plan to handle these setbacks calmly. This way, if something does go off track, you're ready to adapt without panic. Negative visualization can also transform how you approach relationships. Think about a close friendship or partnership. What if a misunderstanding arises, or if you face a period of distance? By imagining these scenarios, you can reflect on how you'd communicate and resolve conflicts, strengthening your emotional resilience. This practice doesn't mean you're expecting the worst. It means you're equipping yourself to navigate challenges with grace and understanding. When it comes to personal goals, negative visualization can be a game changer. Let's say you're training for a marathon or working toward a big career milestone. Visualize the obstacles you might encounter: an injury, a missed deadline, or a lack of motivation. By acknowledging these potential hurdles, you can prepare strategies to overcome them. This mental rehearsal not only builds confidence but also helps you stay committed, even when the journey gets tough. Another practical application is in managing everyday stress. Picture a busy day where everything seems to go wrong: traffic delays, missed appointments, or unexpected expenses. By visualizing these frustrations ahead of time, you can train your mind to respond with patience and perspective rather than frustration. This shift in mindset allows you to approach life's inconveniences with a sense of calm and control. The beauty of negative visualization lies in its versatility. Whether you're navigating work challenges, strengthening relationships, or pursuing personal growth, this practice helps you build resilience by preparing for the unexpected. It's not about fearing the future, it's about empowering yourself to face it with clarity and strength. As we continue, we'll explore how focusing on what you can control can further enhance your Stoic journey. But for now, take a moment to consider: how can you apply negative visualization to a current challenge in your life? This simple yet profound exercise can help you approach difficulties with a renewed sense of readiness and gratitude. Now that we've seen how negative visualization can prepare us for life's uncertainties, let's shift our focus to one of the most transformative Stoic principles: the dichotomy of control. This concept, central to Stoic philosophy, teaches us to distinguish between what we can control and what we cannot. By directing our energy toward the things within our power, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and frustration, allowing us to live with greater clarity and purpose. The first step in applying this practice is to identify what truly lies within your control. Think about your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions. These are the areas where you have the most influence. For example, you can't control the weather, but you can control how you dress for it. You can't control how others behave, but you can control how you respond to them. This simple shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering. Next, prioritize the controllable factors in your life. Start by listing the things that matter most to you: your goals, your relationships, your personal growth. Then ask yourself, what actions can I take today to move closer to these priorities? Maybe it's setting aside time for a meaningful conversation, dedicating an hour to a passion project, or simply choosing to approach a difficult situation with patience and understanding. By focusing on these actionable steps, you're not only making progress but also reinforcing your sense of agency. Another practical tip is to let go of the uncontrollable. This doesn't mean ignoring external challenges or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it means accepting them as they are and choosing not to waste energy on things you can't change. For instance, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of fuming over the delay, use that time to listen to a podcast or reflect on your day. This shift in mindset helps you reclaim your time and energy for what truly matters. The Stoic dichotomy of control also encourages us to embrace imperfection. Life is unpredictable and not everything will go as planned. By focusing on what you can control, your effort, your attitude, your resilience, you can navigate setbacks with grace and determination. This approach not only reduces stress but also builds a deeper sense of inner peace. As we move forward, we'll explore how letting go of the uncontrollable can further enhance your Stoic journey. But for now, take a moment to reflect. What's one area of your life where you can shift your focus to what's within your control? By practicing this principle, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle life's challenges with confidence and calm. Now that we've established the importance of focusing on what's within our control, let's take a closer look at how to let go of the uncontrollable. This is where Stoic wisdom truly shines, offering practical strategies to release attachment to external outcomes and cultivate a deeper sense of inner peace. One powerful approach is to practice acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or giving up. It means acknowledging reality as it is without resistance. For example, if you're working on a project and things don't go as planned, instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what you can learn from the experience. This shift in mindset allows you to move forward with clarity and purpose rather than being weighed down by frustration. Another strategy is to reframe your perspective. When faced with situations you can't control, ask yourself, how can I grow from this? What lessons can I take away? By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, you transform what might feel like a setback into a stepping stone. This Stoic practice not only reduces frustration but also strengthens your resilience over time. It's also helpful to remind yourself of the bigger picture. Stoics often encouraged reflecting on the vastness of the universe and the fleeting nature of life. When you zoom out, many of the things that seem overwhelming in the moment lose their intensity. This perspective helps you prioritize what truly matters and let go of what doesn't. Finally, practice gratitude for what you can control. When you focus on the things you're grateful for, your health, your relationships, your ability to make choices, you naturally shift your attention away from the uncontrollable. Gratitude anchors you in the present moment, helping you find peace even in the face of uncertainty. As we continue, we'll explore how embracing obstacles as opportunities can further enhance your Stoic journey. But for now, take a moment to reflect. What's one external outcome you've been holding onto that you can begin to release? By letting go of the uncontrollable, you create space for greater clarity, resilience, and inner peace. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most transformative Stoic practices, embracing obstacles as opportunities. This idea is rooted in the concept of amor fati, or love of fate, a principle that encourages us to not only accept what happens to us but to embrace it wholeheartedly. The Stoics believed that every challenge, no matter how difficult, carries the potential for growth and self-improvement. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, who famously faced countless failures while inventing the light bulb. Instead of seeing these setbacks as defeats, he viewed them as valuable lessons. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset, seeing obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. In our own lives, we can apply this principle by reframing challenges as opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. For instance, imagine you're passed over for a promotion at work. Instead of dwelling on disappointment, ask yourself, what skills can I develop to improve my chances next time? How can I use this experience to become more resilient? By shifting your perspective, you transform what feels like a setback into a chance to evolve. The Stoics also remind us that obstacles often reveal our true character. When faced with adversity, we have the opportunity to practice virtues like patience, courage, and perseverance. Think of it as a test not of your circumstances, but of your ability to respond with wisdom and grace. To put this into practice, start by identifying one challenge you're currently facing. Ask yourself, how can I grow from this? What strengths can I develop? By approaching obstacles with curiosity and determination, you'll find that even the toughest situations can become sources of motivation and empowerment. As we move forward, we'll explore how building resilience through adversity can deepen your Stoic journey. But for now, take a moment to reflect. What's one obstacle in your life that you can begin to see as an opportunity? By embracing challenges with amor fati, you open the door to a more resilient, purposeful, and fulfilling life. Now, let's take a closer look at how embracing obstacles not only builds resilience but also fuels long-term motivation. When we face challenges head-on, we're not just surviving, we're actively shaping our character. The Stoics believed that adversity is like a forge, tempering us into stronger, more capable versions of ourselves. Each obstacle we overcome adds another layer of resilience, preparing us for whatever life throws our way next. Think of resilience as a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you push through a difficult situation, you're training your mind to handle stress, uncertainty, and setbacks with greater ease. Over time, this builds a kind of mental toughness that allows you to stay motivated even when the going gets tough. One powerful way to build this resilience is by focusing on the lessons adversity teaches us. For example, if you've ever gone through a period of financial hardship, you might have learned to budget more carefully or appreciate the value of simplicity. These lessons, though born from struggle, become tools you can use to navigate future challenges. The Stoics called this phronsis, or practical wisdom, the ability to turn experience into insight. Another key aspect of resilience is perspective. When you view obstacles as opportunities, you shift from feeling like a victim of circumstance to becoming an active participant in your own growth. This mindset doesn't just help you cope with adversity, it empowers you to thrive in spite of it. Consider the story of Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison before becoming South Africa's first black president. Instead of letting his imprisonment break him, he used the time to reflect, learn, and prepare for the future. His ability to find purpose in hardship not only sustained him but also inspired millions around the world. To cultivate this kind of resilience in your own life, start by reflecting on past challenges. Ask yourself, what did I learn from that experience? How did it make me stronger? By recognizing the growth that comes from adversity, you'll begin to see challenges not as roadblocks but as stepping stones toward a more resilient, motivated, and purposeful life. As we continue, we'll explore how practicing gratitude daily can further enhance your Stoic journey. But for now, take a moment to consider, what's one challenge you faced that ultimately made you stronger? By embracing adversity as a teacher, you'll find that resilience becomes not just a trait but a source of enduring motivation. Now, let's shift our focus to a practice that can transform not just how you see the world, but how you feel about it: gratitude. The Stoics placed immense value on gratitude, viewing it as a cornerstone of contentment and a powerful motivator. By appreciating what we have, we cultivate a sense of fulfillment that fuels our drive to keep moving forward, even in the face of challenges. Gratitude, in the Stoic sense, isn't just about saying thank you or acknowledging the good things in life. It's about actively recognizing the value of what you already possess, no matter how small or ordinary it may seem. This shift in perspective helps you focus on abundance rather than lack, which in turn fosters a sense of inner peace and motivation. So, how can you make gratitude a daily habit? Start small. Each morning, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand. Maybe it's the warmth of your morning coffee, the support of a loved one, or even the fact that you woke up healthy and ready to face the day. By beginning your day with gratitude, you set a positive tone that carries through whatever comes your way. Another powerful way to practice gratitude is through reflection at the end of the day. Before you go to sleep, think back on your day and identify one moment or experience that brought you joy or taught you something valuable. This practice not only helps you end the day on a positive note, but also trains your mind to seek out and appreciate the good, even in difficult situations. The Stoics also encouraged writing down your thoughts of gratitude. Keeping a gratitude journal can be a transformative exercise. Each day, jot down a few sentences about what you're thankful for and why. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns. Things you might have taken for granted before will stand out as sources of joy and inspiration. But gratitude isn't just about personal reflection. It's also about expressing it outwardly. Take a moment to thank someone who has made a difference in your life, whether it's a friend, family member, or even a stranger. Acts of gratitude not only strengthen your relationships but also reinforce your own sense of connection and purpose. By making gratitude a daily practice, you'll find that it becomes a source of motivation in itself. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you'll feel more grounded, content, and ready to tackle whatever challenges come your way. As we move forward, we'll explore how gratitude journaling can deepen this practice even further. But for now, take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you're grateful for today? By starting with this simple question, you'll begin to unlock the transformative power of gratitude in your life. Now that we've explored the foundations of gratitude, let's take it a step further with gratitude journaling. This practice isn't just about listing what you're thankful for, it's about diving deeper into the why behind your gratitude, creating a habit that strengthens your mindset and fuels your motivation. To get started, set aside a few minutes each day, preferably in the morning or evening, to write in your gratitude journal. Begin with simple prompts like, "What made me smile today?" Or, "Who made a positive impact on my day and how?" These questions encourage you to reflect on specific moments, helping you notice the small joys that often go unnoticed. Another powerful technique is to focus on the details. Instead of writing, "I'm grateful for my family," dig deeper. What exactly about your family are you thankful for? Is it the way your partner listens to you after a long day, or how your child's laughter brightens your mood? By being specific, you train your mind to appreciate the nuances of your experiences, making gratitude feel more tangible and meaningful. You can also use gratitude journaling to reframe challenges. For example, ask yourself, "What did I learn from a difficult situation today?" Or, "How did a setback help me grow?" This approach aligns with Stoic principles, teaching you to find value even in adversity. Over time, you'll start to see obstacles as opportunities, which can significantly boost your resilience and motivation. For those who enjoy structure, try the 3 good things exercise. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for and explain why they matter to you. This simple yet effective practice helps you build a habit of noticing and appreciating the good in your life, no matter how small. If you're feeling creative, consider adding a visual element to your journal. Sketch a moment that brought you joy, or paste in a photo that reminds you of something you're thankful for. Engaging multiple senses can make the practice more immersive and memorable. Finally, don't forget to revisit your entries. Every so often, flip through your journal and reflect on what you've written. This not only reinforces your sense of gratitude, but also serves as a reminder of how far you've come and the abundance already present in your life. By making gratitude journaling a consistent part of your routine, you'll cultivate a mindset that naturally seeks out and celebrates the good. This habit not only enhances your daily motivation, but also aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings, helping you live a more intentional and fulfilling life. Next, we'll explore how limiting distractions can help you stay focused and motivated, creating a space where gratitude and other Stoic practices can truly thrive. Now that we've built a strong foundation of gratitude, let's shift our focus to another essential Stoic practice, limiting distractions. In a world filled with constant noise and endless demands for our attention, Stoicism teaches us the value of simplicity and focus. By intentionally reducing distractions, we create the mental space needed to stay motivated and aligned with our goals. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of directing our energy toward what truly matters. This means identifying and minimizing the things that pull us away from our priorities. One practical way to do this is through a digital detox. Consider setting aside specific times during the day when you disconnect from your devices. Whether it's turning off notifications, designating phone-free hours, or even taking a full day away from screens, these small changes can have a profound impact on your ability to concentrate and stay motivated. Another effective strategy is setting clear boundaries. This could mean creating a dedicated workspace free from clutter and interruptions, or establishing specific times for work, rest, and leisure. By defining these boundaries, you signal to yourself and others that your focus is valuable and deserves protection. Stoicism also encourages us to reflect on what truly adds value to our lives. Ask yourself, does this activity or habit contribute to my growth and well-being, or is it merely a distraction? This simple question can help you make intentional choices about how you spend your time and energy. For those who struggle with multitasking, try the Stoic approach of single tasking. Focus on one task at a time, giving it your full attention before moving on to the next. This not only improves the quality of your work, but also reduces the mental fatigue that comes from constantly switching between tasks. Finally, remember that limiting distractions isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Start small, perhaps by identifying one major distraction in your life and taking steps to reduce its impact. Over time, these small changes will add up, helping you cultivate a lifestyle of focus and intentionality that aligns with Stoic principles. By embracing simplicity and minimizing distractions, you create an environment where motivation can thrive. This practice not only helps you stay on track with your goals, but also deepens your connection to the present moment, allowing you to live with greater purpose and clarity. Next, we'll explore how to design a Stoic environment that supports focus and aligns with your values, taking this practice to the next level. Now that we've discussed the importance of limiting distractions, let's take this practice a step further by exploring how to create a Stoic environment both physically and mentally. A Stoic environment is one that supports focus, clarity, and alignment with your values, helping you stay motivated and grounded in your daily life. Start by designing a physical space that reflects simplicity and purpose. This could mean decluttering your workspace, removing unnecessary items, and organizing your surroundings in a way that promotes calm and efficiency. A clean, orderly environment not only reduces visual distractions but also helps cultivate a sense of inner peace. Consider incorporating elements that inspire you, such as meaningful quotes from Stoic philosophers, a vision board, or even a small plant to bring a touch of nature indoors. Your mental environment is just as important as your physical one. Stoicism teaches us to guard our minds against external influences that can disrupt our focus and peace. One way to do this is by curating the information you consume. Be intentional about the media you engage with, whether it's news, social media, or entertainment. Ask yourself, does this content align with my values and goals, or is it merely adding noise to my mind? By being selective, you create a mental space that fosters clarity and purpose. Another key aspect of a Stoic environment is establishing routines that reinforce your values. For example, begin your day with a morning reflection or meditation session to set a positive tone. End your day with a brief review of your actions, noting what went well and where you can improve. These small rituals help anchor your mind in Stoic principles, making it easier to stay focused and motivated throughout the day. Consider also the people you surround yourself with. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of community and shared values. Seek out relationships with individuals who inspire and challenge you to grow, and limit time with those who drain your energy or pull you away from your priorities. A supportive social environment can be a powerful motivator, helping you stay aligned with your goals. Finally, remember that creating a Stoic environment is an ongoing process. It's not about achieving perfection, but about making consistent, intentional choices that support your focus and values. Start small, perhaps by decluttering one area of your home or setting aside time each day for reflection. Over time, these efforts will compound, helping you build a lifestyle that reflects Stoic principles and keeps you motivated. By designing a physical and mental environment that aligns with Stoic values, you create a foundation for sustained focus and motivation. This practice not only enhances your ability to achieve your goals, but also deepens your connection to what truly matters, allowing you to live with greater intention and purpose. Next, we'll dive into the Stoic virtue of self-discipline and how it can transform your daily life, helping you stay committed to your goals even when motivation wanes. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most powerful Stoic virtues, self-discipline. At its core, self-discipline is about mastering your impulses and staying committed to what truly matters, even when distractions or temptations arise. The Stoics called this temperance, a virtue that emphasizes moderation, control, and the ability to align your actions with your values. Self-discipline is the bridge between setting goals and actually achieving them. It's what keeps you moving forward when motivation fades or challenges arise. Think of it as the inner strength that allows you to say no to short-term pleasures in favor of long-term rewards. For example, choosing to wake up early for a morning workout instead of hitting the snooze button, or resisting the urge to scroll through social media when you should be working on a project. So, how can you cultivate self-discipline in your daily life? Start by setting clear, meaningful goals. When your goals are tied to your values and purpose, it becomes easier to stay disciplined because you're working towards something that truly matters to you. Break these goals into smaller, manageable steps and focus on taking consistent action, even if it's just a little each day. Another effective strategy is to create accountability for yourself. Share your goals with a trusted friend or mentor who can encourage you and hold you to your commitments. You can also track your progress in a journal, noting your successes and areas for improvement. This not only keeps you accountable but also helps you see how far you've come, which can be incredibly motivating. It's also important to anticipate challenges and plan for them. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, to prepare for obstacles. Apply this by thinking ahead about what might derail your discipline, whether it's fatigue, stress, or temptation, and create a plan to overcome it. For instance, if you know you tend to procrastinate in the afternoon, schedule your most important tasks for the morning when your energy is highest. Finally, remember that self-discipline is a skill that grows stronger with practice. Start small by committing to one habit or task and gradually build from there. Celebrate your progress, no matter how minor it may seem, and learn from setbacks without being too hard on yourself. Over time, these small acts of discipline will compound, helping you achieve your goals and live a life aligned with Stoic principles. By practicing self-discipline, you not only strengthen your ability to achieve long-term goals, but also cultivate a sense of inner freedom. When you're in control of your actions and choices, you're no longer at the mercy of external circumstances or fleeting desires. This is the essence of Stoic temperance, living with intention, focus, and unwavering commitment to what truly matters. Next, we'll explore how to overcome procrastination, a common obstacle to self-discipline, and discover Stoic-inspired strategies to stay on track even when motivation feels out of reach. Now, let's tackle one of the most common barriers to self-discipline, procrastination. It's something we've all faced, putting off tasks we know we should be doing, even when we understand their importance. The Stoics, however, offer timeless wisdom to help us overcome this challenge and stay committed to our goals, even when motivation feels elusive. The first step is to recognize that procrastination often stems from fear or discomfort. We delay tasks because we're afraid of failure, overwhelmed by their complexity, or simply avoiding the effort they require. The Stoic approach is to confront these feelings head-on. Instead of letting fear dictate your actions, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I start this task right now? Often, you'll find that the fear is exaggerated and the task is far less daunting than it seems. Another powerful Stoic strategy is to break tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. When a project feels overwhelming, it's easy to put it off. But by dividing it into smaller pieces, you can focus on one step at a time, making progress without feeling paralyzed. For example, if you're writing a report, start by outlining the main points. If you're cleaning your home, begin with just one room. These small victories build momentum and make it easier to keep going. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of focusing on the present moment. Procrastination often pulls us into the future, where we imagine all the difficulties and challenges ahead. Instead, bring your attention to what you can do right now. Ask yourself, what's one thing I can accomplish in the next 10 minutes? By narrowing your focus to the immediate task, you reduce the mental burden and make it easier to take action. Another key Stoic principle is to remind yourself of your purpose. Why is this task important to you? How does it align with your values and long-term goals? When you connect your actions to a deeper sense of meaning, it becomes easier to push through resistance. For instance, if you're procrastinating on a work project, remind yourself how completing it will contribute to your growth or benefit others. This sense of purpose can reignite your motivation and help you stay on track. It's also helpful to create a structured environment that supports your efforts. Remove distractions, set clear boundaries, and establish routines that make it easier to stay focused. The Stoics believed in the power of simplicity and order, so take time to organize your workspace and eliminate anything that might pull you away from your priorities. Finally, practice self-compassion. The Stoics weren't about harsh self-criticism. They believed in learning from setbacks and moving forward with resilience. If you find yourself procrastinating, don't dwell on it. Instead, reflect on what caused the delay and how you can approach the task differently next time. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. By applying these Stoic-inspired strategies, you can overcome procrastination and stay committed to your tasks, even when motivation wanes. Remember, every small step you take builds your discipline and brings you closer to your goals. Next, we'll explore the Stoic virtue of humility and how it can help you stay grounded and motivated in your journey towards self-improvement. Now, let's turn our attention to a virtue that often goes overlooked but holds immense power in shaping our character and motivation: humility. In a world that often celebrates self-promotion and ego, the Stoics remind us that true strength lies in recognizing our limitations and staying grounded. Humility isn't about diminishing yourself. It's about seeing yourself clearly, acknowledging your flaws, and remaining open to growth. The Stoics believed that humility is essential for maintaining perspective. When we let our egos take control, we risk becoming blinded by pride or arrogance. This can lead to poor decisions, strained relationships, and a lack of motivation to improve. By cultivating humility, we keep our egos in check and stay focused on what truly matters, becoming better versions of ourselves. One way humility fosters motivation is by helping us embrace feedback. When we're humble, we're more willing to listen to others and learn from their insights. Imagine you're working on a project and someone offers constructive criticism. A humble mindset allows you to see this feedback as an opportunity to grow, rather than a threat to your self-esteem. This openness not only improves your skills, but also keeps you motivated to keep refining your work. Humility also encourages us to celebrate the successes of others without feeling threatened. In a competitive world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison and envy. But the Stoics teach us that another person's achievements don't diminish our own. By practicing humility, we can genuinely appreciate others' accomplishments and draw inspiration from them rather than feeling discouraged. Another powerful aspect of humility is its ability to keep us grounded in the face of success. When we achieve a goal or receive recognition, it's natural to feel a sense of pride. But humility reminds us that success is often the result of many factors: hard work, support from others, and even luck. By staying humble, we avoid becoming complacent and remain motivated to continue striving for excellence. The Stoics also saw humility as a way to connect with others on a deeper level. When we approach relationships with humility, we show respect and empathy, which fosters trust and collaboration. This not only enriches our personal and professional lives, but also creates a supportive environment where motivation can thrive. To cultivate humility in your daily life, start by reflecting on your actions and decisions. Ask yourself, am I approaching this situation with an open mind? Am I willing to admit when I'm wrong? Simple practices like acknowledging your mistakes, expressing gratitude, and actively listening to others can help you develop a more humble mindset. By embracing humility, you not only keep your ego in check but also create a foundation for sustained motivation and personal growth. It's a reminder that we're all works in progress, and there's always room to learn, improve, and contribute to the world around us. Next, we'll explore how humility ties into another important Stoic practice, learning from others and remaining open to their wisdom. Building on the foundation of humility, let's explore how learning from others can deepen our understanding and fuel our motivation. The Stoics believed that wisdom isn't something we cultivate in isolation, it's a collective effort. By seeking out the knowledge and experiences of others, we open ourselves to new perspectives and insights that can transform the way we approach challenges and opportunities. One of the most powerful ways to learn from others is by actively seeking feedback. Feedback, when approached with humility, becomes a tool for growth rather than a source of defensiveness. Think about a time when someone offered you advice or pointed out an area for improvement. If you responded with openness, you likely walked away with a clearer understanding of how to move forward. This is the essence of Stoic humility, recognizing that we don't have all the answers and that others can help us see what we might miss. Another way to learn from others is by studying the lives and teachings of those who have walked the path before us. The Stoics themselves were deeply influenced by the wisdom of earlier philosophers, and they encouraged their followers to do the same. Whether it's reading the works of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, or Epictetus, or simply observing the actions of people you admire, there's immense value in drawing lessons from their experiences. These examples can serve as guideposts, helping us navigate our own journeys with greater clarity and purpose. Learning from others also means embracing collaboration. In a world that often glorifies individual achievement, the Stoics remind us that we're stronger together. When we approach relationships with humility, we create space for mutual growth. Imagine working on a team project where everyone's ideas are valued and respected. The collective wisdom of the group often leads to better outcomes than any one person could achieve alone. This collaborative spirit not only enhances our work, but also keeps us motivated by fostering a sense of shared purpose. It's also important to recognize that learning from others isn't limited to formal settings or structured relationships. Everyday interactions, whether with a colleague, a friend, or even a stranger, can offer valuable lessons if we're willing to listen. A casual conversation might spark a new idea, or a simple observation might challenge a long-held belief. By staying open and curious, we turn every encounter into an opportunity for growth. To put this into practice, start by identifying people in your life who inspire you or possess skills you admire. Engage them in meaningful conversations, ask thoughtful questions, and listen with genuine interest. At the same time, be willing to share your own experiences and insights. True learning is a two-way street, and humility allows us to both give and receive wisdom with grace. By embracing the practice of learning from others, we not only expand our knowledge but also strengthen our motivation. It's a reminder that we're part of a larger community, each of us contributing to the collective pursuit of wisdom and excellence. This mindset keeps us grounded, curious, and ever-evolving qualities that are essential for a fulfilling and motivated life. Next, we'll shift our focus to another Stoic practice that complements humility and learning, the art of mindfulness and being fully present in the moment. Now, let's turn our attention to the art of mindfulness, a practice that beautifully aligns with Stoic principles. Mindfulness, at its core, is about being fully present in the moment, free from distractions or judgments. The Stoics understood that true peace and motivation come from focusing on what's happening right now, rather than being consumed by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. One of the simplest ways to practice mindfulness is through focused breathing. Take a moment to sit quietly, close your eyes if it helps, and bring your attention to your breath. Notice the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. If your mind starts to wander, which it inevitably will, gently guide your focus back to your breath. This exercise isn't about achieving perfection. It's about training your mind to return to the present moment, just as the Stoics encouraged us to do. Another powerful mindfulness practice is the Stoic exercise of prosauch, or attention. This involves being fully aware of your thoughts, emotions, and actions throughout the day. For example, when you're eating, pay attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of your food. When you're walking, notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground. By practicing this level of awareness, you cultivate a deeper connection to the present moment, which can help reduce stress and increase motivation. Mindfulness also extends to how we engage with others. The Stoics believed that every interaction is an opportunity to practice virtue. When you're in a conversation, try to listen with your full attention without planning your response or letting your mind drift. This not only improves your relationships but also helps you stay grounded in the here and now. To make mindfulness a daily habit, consider setting aside a few minutes each morning or evening for reflection. You might reflect on the events of the day, noting moments when you were fully present and times when your mind wandered. This practice helps you become more aware of your patterns and strengthens your ability to stay focused. By integrating mindfulness into your life, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of living with intention and clarity. It's a reminder that the present moment is all we truly have, and by embracing it fully, we can find greater peace, purpose, and motivation. Next, we'll dive deeper into Stoic meditation techniques, exploring how they can enhance mindfulness and help you stay grounded in the face of life's challenges. Building on the foundation of mindfulness, let's explore Stoic meditation, a practice that takes your awareness to a deeper level. Stoic meditation isn't about emptying the mind or achieving a state of bliss. It's about cultivating clarity, focus, and alignment with your values. One of the most effective techniques is to focus on your breath, much like in mindfulness, but with an added layer of intention. As you breathe in, imagine drawing in calm and strength. As you exhale, visualize releasing tension or negativity. This simple yet powerful exercise helps you center yourself and reconnect with your inner resilience. Another Stoic meditation practice involves reflecting on virtues. The Stoics believed that virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are the foundation of a meaningful life. Take a few moments each day to reflect on how you've embodied these virtues. For example, ask yourself, where did I act with courage today? Or how did I practice fairness in my interactions? This reflection not only reinforces your commitment to living virtuously, but also helps you identify areas for growth. It's a way of holding yourself accountable while staying motivated to improve. You can also use Stoic meditation to prepare for the day ahead. Before starting your morning routine, sit quietly and visualize the challenges you might face. Imagine yourself responding with patience, clarity, and strength. This mental rehearsal primes your mind to handle difficulties with grace, aligning with the Stoic principle of premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. By anticipating challenges and visualizing your ideal response, you build mental resilience and reduce the likelihood of being caught off guard. For those who prefer a more structured approach, try journaling as part of your meditation practice. Write down your reflections on virtues, challenges, or moments of gratitude. This not only deepens your meditation but also creates a record of your progress over time. The act of writing helps solidify your thoughts and intentions, making them more tangible and actionable. Stoic meditation is a versatile tool that can be tailored to your needs. Whether you're focusing on your breath, reflecting on virtues, or journaling your thoughts, the goal is the same: to cultivate a calm, focused mind that's ready to face life's challenges with clarity and purpose. By incorporating these techniques into your daily routine, you'll find yourself more grounded, motivated, and aligned with the Stoic ideals of wisdom and resilience. As we move forward, we'll explore how setting virtuous goals can further enhance your motivation and help you live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Now, let's turn our attention to setting virtuous goals, a practice that lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that true fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues aren't just abstract ideals, they're practical guides for living a meaningful and motivated life. When we set goals rooted in these principles, we create a roadmap that not only directs our efforts but also ensures we're living in harmony with our deepest values. So, how do we define virtuous goals? Start by asking yourself what truly matters to you. Is it cultivating wisdom through learning and reflection? Is it acting with courage in the face of fear or uncertainty? Or perhaps it's striving for fairness and justice in your relationships and community. Once you've identified the virtues you want to prioritize, break them down into actionable steps. For example, if wisdom is your focus, your goal might be to read one book a month on philosophy or to dedicate time each day to thoughtful reflection. If courage is your aim, you might challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone by taking on a new responsibility or speaking up for what you believe in. The key here is to make your goals specific and measurable, but also flexible. The Stoics understood that life is unpredictable and rigid goals can lead to frustration. Instead, focus on the process rather than the outcome. Ask yourself, am I acting in alignment with my virtues today, rather than did I achieve my goal perfectly? This shift in mindset helps you stay motivated even when things don't go as planned, because your progress is measured by your commitment to living virtuously, not by external results. Another important aspect of setting virtuous goals is to ensure they contribute to the greater good. The Stoics emphasize that our actions should benefit not just ourselves but also those around us. For instance, a goal rooted in justice might involve volunteering your time to support a cause you care about or advocating for fairness in your workplace. By tying your goals to the well-being of others, you create a sense of purpose that fuels your motivation and strengthens your connection to the world around you. As you pursue these goals, remember to reflect on your progress regularly. Take time to celebrate the small victories, moments when you acted with integrity, showed resilience, or made a positive impact. At the same time, be honest about areas where you can improve. This ongoing reflection keeps you grounded and ensures your goals remain aligned with your values. Setting virtuous goals isn't just about achieving success in the traditional sense. It's about living a life of purpose, one where every action is guided by the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By embracing this practice, you'll find that your motivation becomes more intrinsic, rooted in the desire to grow as a person and contribute to the world in meaningful ways. And as we'll see next, tracking your progress toward these goals can further deepen your commitment to living a Stoic life. Now that we've explored how to set virtuous goals, let's shift our focus to measuring progress in a way that aligns with Stoic principles. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is to detach from outcomes and focus on the process, the actions and intentions behind your efforts. This mindset is especially important when tracking your progress toward virtuous goals, as it helps you stay grounded and avoid the frustration that can come from unmet expectations. To begin, consider keeping a Stoic journal dedicated to your goals. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on how you've acted in alignment with your chosen virtues. Did you show courage in a difficult situation? Did you practice wisdom by seeking knowledge or reflecting on a challenge? Write down these moments, no matter how small they may seem. The act of recording your progress not only reinforces your commitment but also helps you see patterns over time, revealing areas where you've grown and where you might need to focus more attention. Another effective way to measure progress is through regular self-assessment. Set aside time weekly or monthly to review your actions and decisions. Ask yourself questions like, am I staying true to my values, or have I acted with integrity even when it was difficult? These reflections aren't about judging yourself harshly, but about gaining clarity and staying accountable to your Stoic principles. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's consistent effort and growth. It's also important to celebrate the small victories along the way. The Stoics believed that every step toward virtue, no matter how minor, is worth acknowledging. Did you resist the temptation to act out of anger? Did you choose kindness over indifference? These moments are significant because they reflect your commitment to living a virtuous life. By recognizing and appreciating them, you reinforce positive behaviors and build momentum toward your larger goals. At the same time, be mindful of the Stoic practice of detachment. While it's natural to want to see tangible results, the Stoics remind us that external outcomes are often beyond our control. Instead of fixating on whether you've achieved a specific goal, focus on whether you've acted with virtue in pursuit of it. This shift in perspective helps you stay motivated even when progress feels slow or when obstacles arise. After all, the true measure of success in Stoicism isn't the outcome but the quality of your character and the integrity of your actions. Finally, consider sharing your journey with a trusted friend or mentor. Discussing your progress with someone who understands Stoic principles can provide valuable insights and encouragement. They can offer a fresh perspective, help you stay accountable, and remind you of the bigger picture when challenges arise. This connection not only deepens your understanding of Stoicism, but also strengthens your commitment to living a virtuous life. Measuring progress toward virtuous goals is about more than checking boxes or reaching milestones. It's about cultivating self-awareness, embracing the process, and staying true to your values even when the path is uncertain. By adopting these practices, you'll find that your motivation becomes more enduring, rooted not in external rewards but in the satisfaction of living a life aligned with Stoic principles. And as we move forward, we'll explore how practicing empathy can further enrich your Stoic journey and deepen your connection to others. Now that we've explored how to measure progress toward virtuous goals, let's turn our attention to a practice that deepens our connection to others and enriches our Stoic journey, practicing empathy. The Stoics believed that understanding and connecting with others is not just a moral duty but also a source of inner strength and motivation. By cultivating empathy, we not only improve our relationships but also align ourselves with the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, and kindness. Empathy begins with the simple act of listening. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to rush through conversations or focus on what we want to say next. But true empathy requires us to slow down and truly hear what others are saying. When someone shares their thoughts or struggles, try to put yourself in their shoes. Ask yourself, how would I feel in this situation? This shift in perspective helps you respond with compassion and understanding rather than judgment or indifference. Another way to practice empathy is by acknowledging the shared humanity in everyone you meet. The Stoics often reminded themselves that we are all part of a larger community, bound by our common experiences and emotions. When you encounter someone who frustrates or challenges you, remind yourself that they, like you, are striving to navigate life's complexities. This mindset can soften your reactions and help you approach conflicts with patience and fairness. Empathy also involves recognizing the emotions of others, even when they aren't explicitly expressed. pay attention to body language, tone of voice, and subtle cues that reveal how someone is feeling. If a colleague seems stressed or a friend appears withdrawn, take a moment to check in with them. A simple question like, "How are you really doing?" can open the door to meaningful connection and support. Practicing empathy doesn't mean you have to agree with everyone or take on their problems as your own. Instead, it's about offering understanding and compassion without losing sight of your own boundaries. The Stoics emphasized the importance of maintaining inner peace while engaging with the world, and empathy is no exception. By balancing compassion with self-care, you can build deeper relationships without compromising your well-being. One powerful way to strengthen your empathy is through reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to think about your interactions. Did you respond with kindness and understanding? Were there moments when you could have been more patient or attentive? This practice not only helps you grow in empathy, but also reinforces your commitment to living a virtuous life. Finally, consider how empathy can inspire and motivate you. When you connect with others on a deeper level, you're reminded of the impact your actions have on those around you. This awareness can fuel your motivation to act with integrity, kindness, and courage, knowing that your choices contribute to the well-being of others. Empathy, in this way, becomes a source of strength and purpose, aligning your actions with the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with others. As we continue our exploration of Stoic practices, we'll next look at how small acts of kindness can amplify the power of empathy and create a ripple effect of positivity in your life and the lives of those around you. Now that we've explored the power of empathy, let's take it a step further and see how small acts of kindness can amplify its impact. The Stoics understood that even the simplest gestures of goodwill could have profound effects, not just on others but on ourselves as well. When we extend kindness, we create a ripple effect that spreads positivity, strengthens connections, and fuels our own motivation to live virtuously. Think about the last time someone did something kind for you, no matter how small. Maybe they held the door open, offered a genuine compliment, or simply listened when you needed to talk. That moment likely left you feeling valued and uplifted. Now imagine being the one to create that feeling for someone else. Acts of kindness don't have to be grand or time-consuming. They can be as simple as smiling at a stranger, leaving a thoughtful note for a coworker, or helping a neighbor with a small task. These gestures may seem insignificant, but they carry immense power. Kindness also has a unique way of boosting our own motivation. When we perform acts of kindness, we tap into a sense of purpose and fulfillment. It reminds us that our actions matter and that we have the ability to make a positive difference in the world. This realization can be incredibly motivating, especially on days when we feel stuck or uninspired. By focusing on how we can contribute to the well-being of others, we shift our perspective from what we lack to what we can give. The Stoics believed that kindness was not just a moral duty, but also a practical tool for building resilience. When we practice kindness, we strengthen our ability to navigate challenges with grace and compassion. It helps us cultivate a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity, recognizing that even in difficult times, we have something to offer. This shift in thinking can transform how we approach obstacles, seeing them as opportunities to grow and connect rather than as barriers to our happiness. One of the most beautiful aspects of kindness is its ripple effect. When you perform an act of kindness, it often inspires the recipient to pay it forward. A single gesture can set off a chain reaction, spreading positivity far beyond the initial interaction. This ripple effect not only benefits others, but also reinforces your own sense of purpose and connection. It's a reminder that we're all part of a larger community, and our actions have the power to shape the world around us. To incorporate kindness into your daily life, start small. Look for opportunities to brighten someone's day, even in the simplest ways. Compliment a colleague on their hard work, send a thoughtful text to a friend, or take a moment to express gratitude to someone who often goes unnoticed. Over time, these small acts will become habits, enriching your relationships and deepening your sense of fulfillment. As we continue our journey through Stoic practices, we'll next explore how reflecting on mortality can inspire urgency and clarity in our actions, helping us live with greater purpose and intention. Now, let's turn our attention to a practice that might seem intense at first but holds profound transformative power, reflecting on mortality. The Stoics called this practice memento mori, which translates to remember you must die. At its core, this isn't about dwelling on fear or sadness, but about using the awareness of life's impermanence to fuel urgency, clarity, and motivation in how we live each day. Imagine this: if you knew today was your last day, how would you spend it? What would you prioritize? Who would you reach out to? These questions aren't meant to be morbid, but to help us cut through the noise and focus on what truly matters. The Stoics believed that remembering our mortality is a powerful tool for living with intention. It reminds us that time is finite, and every moment is an opportunity to act in alignment with our values. One practical way to incorporate this reflection into your daily life is through a simple morning ritual. As you start your day, take a moment to acknowledge that today is a gift, not a guarantee. This mindset can shift your perspective, helping you approach tasks with greater focus and gratitude. For example, instead of procrastinating on a project, you might feel motivated to tackle it head-on, knowing that time is precious. Another way to practice memento mori is by keeping a small reminder of life's impermanence in your environment. This could be a symbolic object like a skull figurine or a meaningful quote placed somewhere you'll see it regularly. Every time you notice it, let it serve as a gentle nudge to ask yourself, am I spending my time on what truly matters? This simple act can help you stay grounded and intentional throughout the day. Reflecting on mortality also encourages us to let go of trivial worries and conflicts. When we remember that life is short, petty arguments or minor setbacks lose their grip on us. Instead, we're more likely to focus on building meaningful relationships, pursuing our passions, and contributing to the world in ways that align with our values. This shift in focus can be incredibly liberating and motivating. The Stoics also used this practice to cultivate gratitude. By acknowledging that life is fleeting, we're reminded to appreciate the people and experiences we often take for granted. Take a moment each evening to reflect on the day and express gratitude for the moments that brought you joy or growth. This habit not only deepens your appreciation for life, but also reinforces the urgency to make the most of every day. Ultimately, memento mori isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. It's a reminder that life is a finite resource, and how we choose to spend it is entirely up to us. By embracing this practice, we can live with greater purpose, clarity, and motivation, ensuring that we make the most of the time we have. As we move forward, we'll explore how embracing discomfort can further strengthen our resilience and deepen our appreciation for life's challenges and opportunities. Now, let's take this reflection on mortality a step further and see how it can guide us toward living with purpose. When we truly internalize the idea that our time is limited, it becomes a powerful lens through which we can evaluate our choices and priorities. The Stoics believed that this awareness isn't meant to paralyze us, but to propel us toward actions that align with our deepest values and aspirations. Think about it. If you were to look back on your life years from now, what would you want to see? What kind of person would you want to have been? What impact would you hope to have made? These questions aren't just philosophical, they're practical tools for shaping how we live today. By regularly reflecting on mortality, we can cut through the distractions and focus on what truly matters, ensuring that our daily actions are in harmony with our long-term goals. One way to bring this into practice is by setting aside time each week to review your priorities. Ask yourself, am I spending my energy on things that align with my values and purpose? If the answer is no, this is your chance to recalibrate. Maybe it means saying no to commitments that drain you or reallocating your time to projects that inspire you. The key is to use the awareness of life's impermanence as a motivator to live intentionally, not haphazardly. Another powerful aspect of living with purpose is the ability to let go of what doesn't serve you. When we remember that life is short, we're less likely to waste time on grudges, petty conflicts, or pursuits that don't bring us fulfillment. Instead, we're more inclined to invest in relationships, experiences, and goals that enrich our lives and the lives of those around us. This shift in focus can be incredibly liberating, freeing up mental and emotional energy for what truly matters. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of aligning our actions with virtues like wisdom, courage, and justice. Reflecting on mortality can help us stay true to these principles even when it's challenging. For example, if you're faced with a difficult decision, ask yourself, what would the best version of me do in this situation? This simple question can help you act with integrity and purpose even in the face of adversity. Living with purpose also means embracing the present moment. It's easy to get caught up in planning for the future or dwelling on the past, but the Stoics remind us that the only time we truly have is now. By staying present, we can fully engage with the people and opportunities in front of us, making the most of every moment. This doesn't mean ignoring the future. It means being intentional about how we use our time today to create a meaningful tomorrow. Ultimately, reflecting on mortality isn't about fear or sadness, it's about empowerment. It's a reminder that we have the power to shape our lives in ways that align with our values and aspirations. By living with purpose, we can create a life that feels meaningful, fulfilling, and true to who we are. And as we move forward, we'll explore how embracing discomfort can further strengthen our resilience and deepen our appreciation for life's challenges and opportunities. Now, let's shift our focus to a practice that might seem counterintuitive at first, but holds immense power for building resilience and gratitude: voluntary discomfort. The Stoics believed that intentionally exposing ourselves to small, manageable challenges could strengthen our ability to handle life's inevitable hardships. This practice isn't about seeking suffering for its own sake. It's about training our minds to adapt, appreciate, and grow through discomfort. Imagine this: you wake up one morning and decide to take a cold shower instead of a warm one. At first, it feels jarring, even unpleasant. But as you endure it, you start to notice something. Your mind becomes sharper, your body more alert, and you feel a sense of accomplishment for pushing through. This simple act of embracing discomfort, even in a small way, can remind us of our capacity to endure and adapt. It's a reminder that comfort is a privilege, not a guarantee, and that we're stronger than we often give ourselves credit for. Another way to practice voluntary discomfort is by fasting for a short period. Skipping a meal or two might sound daunting, but it can help us reconnect with the basics of life: food, water, and the simple joy of sustenance. When we experience hunger, even briefly, we gain a deeper appreciation for the abundance we often take for granted. It's not about deprivation. It's about cultivating gratitude and resilience by stepping outside our comfort zones. You can also apply this practice to your daily routines. For example, try walking or biking to work instead of driving, even if it's less convenient. The physical effort and time commitment might feel like a challenge, but they can also help you build mental toughness and a greater appreciation for the conveniences of modern life. Or consider spending a day without your phone or other digital devices. The initial discomfort of disconnecting can reveal how much we rely on technology and open up space for deeper reflection and connection with the world around us. The beauty of voluntary discomfort lies in its ability to prepare us for life's unpredictability. By willingly facing small challenges, we train ourselves to remain calm and composed when larger obstacles arise. It's like building a mental muscle. The more we exercise it, the stronger it becomes. And as we grow more resilient, we also develop a deeper appreciation for the comforts and privileges we often overlook. This practice isn't about punishing ourselves or rejecting comfort altogether. It's about finding balance, acknowledging the value of ease while also recognizing the strength that comes from stepping into discomfort. By doing so, we not only build resilience but also cultivate a profound sense of gratitude for the simple joys of life. And as we continue to explore Stoic practices, we'll see how this mindset can help us face even greater challenges with courage and clarity. Now, let's take a closer look at how voluntary discomfort builds mental toughness, equipping us to face life's challenges with greater resilience. When we intentionally step into discomfort, we're not just testing our limits, we're rewiring our minds to handle adversity more effectively. Think of it as a mental workout. Just as lifting weights strengthens your muscles, embracing small challenges strengthens your ability to stay calm and focused under pressure. One of the key benefits of this practice is that it teaches us to separate discomfort from suffering. Discomfort is temporary and manageable, but our minds often amplify it into something much larger. By voluntarily experiencing discomfort, we learn to sit with it without letting it overwhelm us. This shift in perspective is powerful. It helps us realize that we can endure far more than we think, and that discomfort doesn't have to dictate our emotions or actions. For example, consider the practice of waking up earlier than usual. At first, it might feel like a struggle, but over time, you'll notice that your mind adapts. You'll become more disciplined, more focused, and better equipped to tackle the day ahead. This small act of discomfort builds mental resilience, preparing you for bigger challenges like meeting tight deadlines or navigating stressful situations at work. Another way voluntary discomfort strengthens mental toughness is by reducing our reliance on external comforts. When we're used to constant ease, even minor inconveniences can feel unbearable. But by regularly stepping out of our comfort zones, we become less dependent on external conditions for our happiness. This independence is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It allows us to remain steady and composed, no matter what life throws our way. It's also worth noting that voluntary discomfort helps us reframe challenges as opportunities. Instead of seeing obstacles as threats, we start to view them as chances to grow and prove our resilience. This mindset shift is invaluable, especially when facing setbacks or failures. By practicing discomfort in small, controlled ways, we build the confidence to tackle larger, unpredictable challenges with courage and determination. Ultimately, the goal of voluntary discomfort isn't to make life harder, it's to make us stronger. By embracing small challenges, we prepare ourselves for the inevitable ups and downs of life. We learn to adapt, to endure, and to thrive even in the face of adversity. And as we continue to explore Stoic practices, we'll see how this mental toughness becomes a foundation for living a more motivated, purposeful, and fulfilling life. Now let's turn our attention to the next practice, seeking wisdom daily. The Stoics believed that wisdom is not a destination but a lifelong journey. It's about constantly expanding your understanding of the world and yourself, and using that knowledge to live a more virtuous and fulfilling life. This commitment to learning is one of the most powerful tools we have for staying motivated and grounded, no matter what challenges come our way. One of the simplest ways to seek wisdom is through reading. The Stoics themselves were avid readers, drawing inspiration from the works of philosophers, poets, and thinkers who came before them. Today, we have access to an incredible wealth of knowledge books, articles, and even podcasts that can deepen our understanding of Stoic principles and their application in modern life. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day to read something that challenges your thinking or introduces you to new ideas. It doesn't have to be a lengthy book. Even a single page or a short article can spark reflection and growth. Reflection is another essential part of seeking wisdom. The Stoics emphasize the importance of taking time to think deeply about what you've learned and how it applies to your life. This could mean journaling about your experiences, meditating on a particular Stoic quote, or simply sitting quietly and letting your mind process the day's events. Reflection helps you internalize lessons and turn them into actionable insights, making wisdom a living, breathing part of your daily routine. Conversation is also a powerful tool for gaining wisdom. The Stoics valued dialogue as a way to test ideas, challenge assumptions, and learn from others. Seek out meaningful conversations with people who inspire you or who have different perspectives. Ask questions, listen actively, and be open to changing your mind. These exchanges can be incredibly enriching, helping you see the world in new ways and reinforcing your commitment to growth. It's important to remember that seeking wisdom isn't about accumulating knowledge for its own sake. The Stoics believed that true wisdom lies in applying what you learn to live a better life. As you read, reflect, and engage in conversation, ask yourself how these insights can help you become more patient, more courageous, or more compassionate. How can they guide your decisions and actions in ways that align with your values? By making wisdom-seeking a daily habit, you're not just building a reservoir of knowledge, you're cultivating a mindset of curiosity and growth. This mindset keeps you motivated even when life feels uncertain or challenging. It reminds you that there's always more to learn, more to discover, and more ways to improve. And as we'll see in the next section, this commitment to wisdom isn't just about personal growth. It's about using what you learn to make a positive impact on the world around you. Now that we've explored how to seek wisdom daily, let's talk about how to put that wisdom into action. The Stoics believed that knowledge without application is meaningless. It's not enough to simply learn. We must use what we've learned to guide our choices and shape our lives. Applying wisdom is where the real transformation happens, turning insights into habits and principles into actions. One of the most effective ways to apply wisdom is by aligning your decisions with your core values. When faced with a choice, pause and ask yourself, does this reflect the virtues I strive to embody: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance? For example, if you're tempted to react impulsively in a heated moment, wisdom might remind you to step back, breathe, and respond with patience instead. This small shift can have a profound impact on your relationships and your sense of inner peace. Another practical way to apply wisdom is by setting intentions for your day. Before diving into your tasks, take a moment to reflect on how you want to show up. What kind of person do you want to be today? How can you use the lessons you've learned to navigate challenges with grace and resilience? By starting your day with this kind of intentionality, you create a framework for making decisions that align with your growth and values. Wisdom also shines in how we handle setbacks. Life is full of unexpected twists, and it's easy to feel discouraged when things don't go as planned. But applying Stoic wisdom means seeing these moments as opportunities to practice resilience and adaptability. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow stronger and wiser? This mindset not only helps you bounce back, but also keeps you motivated to keep moving forward. In relationships, applying wisdom means practicing empathy and understanding. When conflicts arise, wisdom reminds us to listen deeply, seek common ground, and respond with kindness rather than defensiveness. It's about recognizing that everyone is fighting their own battles, and that compassion often leads to better outcomes than judgment. By applying this principle, you not only strengthen your connections, but also create a more harmonious environment for yourself and those around you. Finally, applying wisdom means staying committed to your long-term goals, even when the path feels difficult. It's easy to get distracted or lose sight of what truly matters, but wisdom helps you stay focused on what's within your control. Break your goals into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate each milestone along the way. This approach keeps you motivated and reminds you that progress, no matter how small, is still progress. By actively applying the wisdom you gain, you transform abstract ideas into tangible results. You become more intentional, more resilient, and more aligned with the person you aspire to be. And as we'll see in the next section, this practice of applying wisdom isn't just about personal growth, it's about creating a ripple effect that inspires and uplifts those around you. As we wrap up our journey through these 25 Stoic practices, it's clear that each one offers a unique tool for building motivation, resilience, and inner peace. From morning reflection to embracing obstacles, from practicing gratitude to seeking wisdom daily, these principles are more than just ideas, they're actionable steps that can transform how you approach life. Together, they form a powerful framework for living with intention, purpose, and clarity. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its simplicity and practicality. You don't need to master all 25 practices at once. Start small. Choose one that resonates with you, whether it's journaling your thoughts each morning, focusing on what you can control, or reflecting on your mortality to live with greater urgency. The key is consistency. Even the smallest step taken daily can lead to profound changes over time. Remember, Stoicism isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about showing up each day, learning from your experiences, and striving to be a little better than you were yesterday. And as you grow, you'll find that these practices don't just benefit you, they ripple out, influencing your relationships, your work, and the world around you. Now it's your turn. Which of these practices will you try first? How will you incorporate Stoic wisdom into your daily life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's build a community of support and inspiration as we all work toward becoming the best versions of ourselves. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more content like this. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Stoicism. Here's to living with purpose, resilience, and motivation, one practice at a time.